The thing is, like, I just miss being on stage. Like, I miss hosting events. I miss, being Goldiva, because that was a part of my life that I felt like I was winning. I was achieving something. I was doing something that I really, really love. And I haven't done that in a while. Hey guys, it's Goldie and welcome back to my channel. So this is a bit of an impromptu video. Like, I literally just got back in. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning, but I just felt the need to make this video because it's been on my mind like for 2 weeks now, and all week this week I've just been like going back and forth with it. Like, when you just have something on your mind that is just unsettling and you just feel like I have to kind of like just kind of get it out and just really kind of like speak on it so that your mind can be like relieved. But like, how cute is this cushion? Like, honestly, I know it's just a cushion, but so my sister got me this for my birthday and I've been so obsessed with it. Like, I don't know why. I think it's the picture. I don't know, it's just everything about this is like so amazing. So I'm gonna be like having this with me for the whole video. Like, yeah. So like I said, guys, I literally just got in. It's my girl's birthday, actually pre-birthday. So I was out having fun, enjoying life, and yeah, and I thought I'd make this video while I still have the energy. And yeah, so guys, the video today is basically about your passion and purpose, and I think this is more like a personal thing. Like, for me, it was things that I have to ask myself this week. Like I said, it's been on my mind and it just kept coming to my mind about like, what's my passion and what's my purpose in life. And I feel like this is a question that we all have to ask ourselves at some point in life, or maybe multiple times, until you kind of like feel like you figure it out. For me, it's not so much of what's my passion, because I do know what my passion is, but it was so much of like, am I doing everything I can, to basically bring my passion to life. So like, guys, a lot happened in the past week, like, that kind of kept bringing me back to like my purpose in life, my passion. If I'm like really doing everything in my power, everything that I can to like, basically, bring that to life. And it's questions that I had to keep asking myself, like, basically sit myself down and just keep asking myself, like, am I doing everything I can to make sure I am like moving in the right direction when it comes to my purpose and my passion in life? First of all, what is your purpose? We all know what your purpose is and what your passion is. Passion is a thing that drives you for your goal, what you're trying to achieve. But how do you keep the fire burning? Because there are days where you just don't have that motivation, or you're just not inspired, or you just don't feel like you want to like, pursue that for that particular day. So how do you keep the fire going? How do you like, still continue to work in your purpose even when you don't feel like it? For me, what I've always wanted to do is just think at the back of my mind, like, in as much as I have other things I'm doing, working and stuff like that, I know deep down that my passion and what I really want to do in life is in media and in fashion, basically hosting precisely and working as a TV presenter. So for me, it's like, unless I'm doing that, I don't feel like I'm fulfilled in life. I can be doing so many other things, but if I'm not doing what I really feel like that's what I want to do, I don't feel like I will feel fulfilled. So I think that's the fuel for me, and that is the driving force for me, that every time I feel like maybe I don't have the energy, or like I need to refuel, I need to remotivate myself, I just have to come back like, if you don't do this, you're not going to be fulfilled in life. You're not going to be happy with anything else that you do, because this is really what you want to do in life. And that's why I said a lot of things happened this week that kind of made me have to kind of check myself and say to myself, like, am I doing everything in my power to pursue my purpose and my passion in life? the reason why that happened was because this year my goal was to actually get myself a bit more out there, which was to go mainstream. Like I said, I am a TV presenter and an event host, but it's always been limited to like our community and certain like sort of events. My goal this year was to go mainstream. Like I even went as far as to like, you know, do a lot of audition last year, working on so many projects, learning and things like that, so that this year I can audition for as many roles as I can, you know, possibly see myself doing in the mainstream. But so far this year, I feel like I haven't put myself out there to even try to audition or even try to find any sort of work or anything in the mainstream. And I think at first I was saying, yes, of course, COVID, all of that happened, but there's still so many things that were still going on in the media that I feel like if I was really pursuing it like that, I still would have, you know, gone for it and try to make more effort on that. And so this week it was a lot of like having to talk to myself and say, but you didn't do enough, you could have done this, you could have done that. Like, you know, forget that COVID is happening, forget that this is happening, but you still could have done this, you still could have done that. And I think for me is a thing where I had to say to myself, obviously I'm not pursuing it enough like I should be. I'm not going hard the way I should be. So now it's like, what is the next step and how do I move forward to make sure I am putting my best foot forward, I am working as hard as I should, and I'm doing everything I can to make sure I get to the next level of where I'm trying to get to in my career, regardless of what's happening in the world right now. It took me a while to try to basically say to myself the things that I could have done better, but it's like they say, don't dwell on the past. What you have to think about is how to move forward for the future. So I said to myself, from today moving forward, I'm gonna make sure I try to write down everything that I need to do. So whether visible or not, whether, you know, doable or not, once I feel like this is a thought process in my head of what I'm trying to do to get to the next step in my career, I write it down and see how I can do that, or how I can achieve that, or how I can at least move a little, you know, bit closer to that, a step further to that. Like they say, every little step counts, so it doesn't matter how many little steps you have to take, as long as you're taking little steps, that takes you, you know, further into where you're trying to go, and, you know, out of like where you were, if you get what I mean. I also feel like there was a lot of distraction along the way. Like this is something that would always happen, and no matter what you do, there's always going to be distraction. Like I feel like that's just part of life, but I feel like we shouldn't use that as a crutch to not like do what we need to do. Yes, there might be a distraction here and there, but if you can see past that and still focus on the goal of what you're trying to do, I feel like, you know, then you can still see yourself doing it, even if it doesn't then happen the way you expect it to or the way you want it to be. But it's the fact that you did not use the distraction as the reason for you not to do what you're supposed to do, or as a reason for you to stop doing the things that you are supposed to do, which obviously is going back to my passion, like I say. So for me, I have made the conscious effort now to say I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that I am working towards my passion every single day. Like anything that's all that I can do. You know, like I said to you guys when I started this personal YouTube corner right here, it was also a way for me to kind of like still pull out my creative side. It was a way for me to still be able to do the things that I do, like, you know, obviously knowing that I cannot be hosting and I cannot be on the red carpet and things like that. This is still a way for me to still like be in that media settings and still do things like this, and still to basically keep my passion alive and to keep the fire burning. So, and I think since I started this personal corner, I'm not even going to lie, I feel like I've had a new level of like passion and interest again to want to like keep doing this, to want to continue to do what I want to do in terms of my passion and just continue to work on it. And I am thankful for that, and I think that is the fuel that kind of drives me every single day. And also maybe that's kind of like my motivating factor as well, to make sure I keep doing what I need to do. So for me, to anyone that is obviously struggling in terms of like your passion, you feel like maybe you're not doing enough, or you feel like you could be doing more, I feel like just always keep reminding yourself of like the reason why the passion is for you. And the most important thing is to tell yourself like, this is really what I want to do, and unless I'm doing this, I will not be happy with anything else that I'm doing. So if you say that to yourself, then you're saying, if I'm not doing this, I won't be happy with anything else. So why would you then not want to do it? That would even make you want to do it even more, because you would want to be happy. Like, of course, everybody wants to be happy, like, So for me, it's like, that's what I'm literally telling myself now. This is what I want to do. Like, I want to be in media. I want to work as a TV presenter. I want to be an event host. I am all those things, but I want to move further, in my career. And the only way I can do that is for me to graft. The only way I can do that is for me to graft harder, is for me to put myself out there a bit more, is for me to like basically do the things that I have not been doing, and that is my goal moving forward from now on. And I'm literally like, basically challenging myself on it. Let me put it that way. I'm challenging myself on it and making sure I do everything in my power to say, you know what, I do everything, I try everything. So when opportunity is out there, I'm doing everything in my power to try and present myself to that opportunity and grab it whenever I can, rather than just waiting and using distraction as an excuse. So that is my goal for the next, I would say for the rest of the year. That's what I'm going to try and do. I feel like I'm going to challenge myself to that, and I'm going to hold myself accountable for it as well. And like I said, I'm going to try and write things down so that I know I am working towards a goal. And every time I look at the things that I've written down, if I haven't worked on it, then I can say to myself, you really did not do the things that you're supposed to do. And I think that will help me stay focused, and that will help me want to like try and do it, so that it doesn't feel like I failed. There's a thing about writing things down, and until you kind of check that list and feel like you've done it, that's when you will really realize that, okay, you know what, I wrote this down, I wanted to do it, even if it doesn't turn out the way you plan it to be, but it's the fact that you tried and then you did do it. And that is my goal for the rest of the year, and God help me, that is what I'm going to try and do to get myself more out there and go mainstream, which is my goal for this year 2020. And that is what I'm going to achieve, and I believe that, and I have faith, and I'm trusting God. But more importantly, I'm putting in the hard work, and I'm grafting, and I'm doing everything in my power, trusting that God will help me and do that. And sometimes when I think about it, like, it's a bit saddening, like, let me put it that way, because I know that's what I really want to do, and I haven't done that in a while. So now it's about like making sure, even if that is not a possibility right now because of COVID, every other opportunity that I can still do, that I can still get and still be able to like, maintain that part of me as a host, as a presenter, to be able to carry that on and continue to do that. I know that I am still working in that direction, so that I'm not just kind of like, falling back and just basically wasting away, I would say, but just fueling my passion every single day. That is what I plan to do. So yeah, guys, this is not really a video. This is not something I plan. Like I said, it's just something that's been on my mind, and I just felt like I needed to put it out there. And I'm not even sure if I got my point across the way I would have wanted to get across, but I guess the message I'm really trying to pass on is for anyone who's been struggling with their passion or their purpose, is basically to try and start like making yourself do the things that you know you should do. Like, let's not make excuses for it anymore. Let's not try to push things. Let's not procrastinate. Just try and know that you're trying your best and you're putting your best foot forward every single time, and you're working every single day to get to that goal and to keep the passion, you know, burning, basically to keep fueling your passion every single day. Everything at all, anything at all that you can do every single day to make sure you're keeping that passion alive and you're keeping it going. That is the most important thing, because what you're passionate about is what will make you happy. And unless you're genuinely happy about what you do, I don't think you can feel fulfilled in life about anything. And I personally want to be fulfilled. I want to feel like I'm achieving something, like I've achieved something. And the only way I can do that is to continue to, you know, work in the direction of what my passion is. And that's what I plan to do. It's a big thing when you're, you know, having I guess, if it's a fight between like your mind and your brain sometimes, and you're trying to make them work together, and sometimes you just don't feel like that's happening. And I think that's when you have to then check yourself and be like, which part of this is not, you know, together. And that's when you then need to make the step. So I got my notebook here and I'm already kind of writing down. Usually I use my phone whenever I'm doing any sort of like notes and things like that. But I think the physical act of actually writing with a pen and a paper, I think, you know, it's different. So basically, that's what I would be doing, making sure I write everything down, every single thing that I need to do every single day in order to get that step closer to my dream of like going mainstream in the media, in order to get that step closer to my goal in my dream. That is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to make sure everything I write down, I go back to it and revisit it and tick it off and see how I can keep, you know, achieving everything I put down on that list and making sure I make it happen. So that's it, guys. I hope, you know, you guys pick something from this video. Like I said, this might not really be, you know, a video like, you know, for, you know, everyone, but for me it was just a conversation, and I feel like I just wanted to have it with you guys. But it's more of a conversation for myself that I needed to tell myself. And if anyone else is out there that feel like this is a conversation they need to hear as well, I feel like just do those things that you know you can do to get to where you need to go to, and don't use the distraction as an excuse not to do that. So that's it, guys. And yeah, but other than that, I am super tired. I'm literally going to the gym in about 4 hours. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, and I have a long day, like, you know, planned. Well, not tomorrow, today. It's already today. So that's it, guys. Thank you guys so much once again for tuning in. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed, please make sure you subscribe to my channel, and make sure you also click on that notification button so that you'll be the first to know every time I upload a new video. If you like this video, you learned something from me, please also like, share, comment, and yeah. So keep, you know, fueling those passion, guys, and your purpose in life. And until next time, guys, make sure you stay fabulous, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.